Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I haven't really made a video in a long time, so I just decided that I'm gonna go ahead and make a video part 3 on my tonsillectomy. It's been about 2 to 3 weeks after the surgery, and I'm just gonna go through all the things that I went through over the past weeks. So, without further ado, let's get started.
You feel better?
Yeah, everything feels blurry.
Everything feels blurry?
Yeah, everything's looking blurry.
What?
Everything. I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Would you stop? You're making me laugh too.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna end off on the second part of the video. I was driving to the hospital. So it was somewhere in downtown Athens. And it was the surgical center of Athens, and I remember us going down there, and it was raining so bad. And I just hated it because I was going to have to get out, and my hair was going to be wet, and it was going to be nasty and disgusting. Why does it have to rain when I have surgery? Like, why? I hate the rain. But anyway, so we went into the surgical center, and my aunt, we went up there and we filled out the information, stuff like that. And we sat down in the waiting room, and I'm not even playing. I was so nervous. I felt like throwing up. Like, I don't know why. I was just so nervous. It was ridiculous. And I had my little teddy bear beside me. I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But anyway, they called us in the room, and it's not, my room wasn't like whenever you go to a hospital you have your own room. It's like this big huge room, and it has about 5 beds in that one room, and they have curtains surrounding the beds. So whenever I got into, and they also have a nurse's station in the middle of all the rooms. But whenever I got into my room, one of the nurses gave me a hospital gown, and sorry, my light is being crazy. Okay. So I got my hospital gown on, and my aunt took my clothes and put them in my little bag, and I sat up on the bed and everything, and then the doctor came in, and the anesthesiologist, or whatever they're called, came in and was explaining to us all about like the medicine that they give you to put you asleep and stuff like that. And then my actual doctor came in, and he talked to us for a little while. And then one of the nurses gave me an IV. I've only had one other IV in my life, and that was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Or 6. Somewhere in there. I remember it was when It was when I was in middle school. I had to get an IV because I was dehydrated. And I had to stay in the hospital overnight. But anyway, they gave me an IV and they said the medicine should work pretty quickly and everything. But I don't know. I guess my anxiety was just really I had more anxiety than usual. So the doctor came in and they gave me some anti-anxiety medicine. And here's the funny part. You know, I don't remember. Okay, so a couple days after my surgery, my aunt explained to me all the stuff that I said whenever I was on the anti-anxiety medicine. Whenever she put that stuff in my IV, like my whole arm felt cold. And it felt so weird. It felt so weird but good at the same time. My whole arm was cold and it was like going up in my arm and it was just the most amazing, weird feeling. And then just out of nowhere, I just started laughing like crazy, just laughing, and I could not stop myself from laughing. I just laugh about the most stupidest things ever. And I remember saying something to my aunt, like something about my hearing, or yeah, like I couldn't hear something or whatever. But whenever I got the anti-anxiety medicine in, I had to wait about 45 minutes because there was somebody in the room before me getting the procedure done. So I had to wait about 45 minutes. So I kind of just like relaxed and just looked up at the ceiling the whole time. But I remember them rolling me out into the hallway on my bed. And I remember getting into this really, really cold room, like all of a sudden. I was like, "Ooh, that's cold," but I didn't like move my body. I was just like, "Oh my god, that's cold." And then there was like a whole bunch of nurses around me, and I was on my bed, and then they said, "Get up on this bed right here," and I was like trying to move my muscles, but it felt weird, and I was like trying to move, so like they helped me and picked me up on the bed. um, but yeah, they picked me up and put me on the bed, and I remember that bed being so cold, and they gave me like 3 or 4 blankets, and like mummy tucked me, like wrapped it around me. And they put my arms in the wrap too, so I was like, wrapped. And then they said something like, "We're gonna give you this," and then boom. That's the last thing I remember. "We're gonna give you this," boom. Everything went dark, black. I don't remember anything else. So yeah, when I went back to consciousness, I was in my room, and I told my aunt that I wanted her to film me coming back in, because I wanted to put on YouTube for you guys, and she was filming me and taking pictures. I will insert these pictures right here somewhere. Yeah. But when I got back and I woke up, I was crying. The pain was so ridiculous. Guys, that is the worst pain that I have ever felt in my entire life. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to scare you guys who, are fixing to get your tonsils taken out, but this is really scary. Like, I hated the pain. And so, I don't remember my aunt putting my clothes back on. I remember me being in the bed and there was nurses all around me talking to my aunt and everything. And I was just sitting there and I was crying to my aunt. I was like, "It hurts so bad." I was crying and stuff like that. So the doctors kept telling me to shh, don't talk, stuff like that. And I was trying not to, but I just kept crying and crying. Um, so I remember them putting me in a wheelchair, and I had some ice chips, and those ice chips worked wonders. It like made my throat feel numb, and it was so good. Oh, I loved them. Anyway, I had ice chips in the while I was rolling in the wheelchair going to my car, and the nurses had helped me into my car, and oh, and that's when I also found out that Michael broke his wrist. So that was great. My boyfriend broke his wrist, and he was in the hospital the same day I was in the hospital. So shout out to you, babe. Great job. But we was heading home, and I was on and off going to sleep, on and off going to sleep, and once again, I'm gonna say it, the pain was so terrible. It was just terrible, And so whenever I got home, I don't remember me going into my house. I don't remember any of that. I just remember waking up on my couch watching TV. I woke up and I was watching TV. So that's that. The pain tolerance from 0 to 10 for the first week was a 10. For the first week, I was in so much pain. Like the first night I was at my house, I woke up 2 times in a night. And my aunt would have to give me this medication. I had like this liquid medication that I would take, and it's in a little what do you call them? Inserters that you squish in your mouth? I don't know. But I had to take 15 milliliters of that nasty, awful medicine. It's supposed to numb your throat. It's just numbing my taste buds. That's nasty. Whew. So I woke up 2 nights in a row for about a week, and I'm pretty sure everyone was getting tired of me crying in the middle of the night. I'd get up and I was crying so bad. Like I'd wake up my aunt and I'm just like bawling. Couldn't help it, like the pain was so bad. And so after a week, sorry, I'm getting notifications like crazy. Okay. So after about a week, I would say the pain tolerance got to a 6. It was still hurting really bad. Oh, and I'm going to mention that your ears are going to hurt so bad too. Like your throat and your ears, it's nasty and it hurts so bad. I think, so like, after a week, the pain tolerance got to a 6, but my ears were still out of 10. My ears were still out of 10, and it hurts so bad. I'm just glad it's over with, so I don't have to do it again. But my doctor did say for 2 weeks, I need to be very, very careful of what I eat, because if I do something to damage my throat, I can go back in there and I have to get them cut. Oh, so I forgot to tell you this later on, but whenever they went in my throat, they cauterized it. So they took out my tonsils and my aneroids up here. And whenever, like, to stop the bleeding, they burn your throat. And my aunt looked at my throat, I think a couple of hours after my surgery, and my whole mouth was black and white from burnt stuff. I'm sorry, this is nasty. Y'all probably don't want to hear this, but it's the truth. It was so disgusting and terrible. But I remember, even on Christmas and, Christmas Eve and stuff like that, I still had to eat, like, really, really soft foods. Um, so, yeah. Oh, and also, probably about, like, 2 weeks into after your surgery, you're gonna feel like like, when you swallow, your scabs in your throat are gonna squish together, and it's gonna feel like you're swallowing scabs. I know that's nasty, but I'm just like trying to tell y'all the truth of, how everything's gonna feel. At least on my experience, that's how I felt. But it's gonna feel like you're swallowing scabs, and it's nasty. You just need to drink plenty of fluids. Like, I can't stress to you how much it's gonna help to drink fluids. For the whole week after my surgery, all I wanted to drink was water. And I'm the type of person that I really don't like to drink water at all. But all I wanted to do was drink water, water, water. I didn't want nothing else. People would offer me like juice or stuff like that. I'm like, no, I want some water. I want ice cold water. Oh, and also, you're not supposed to be eating like really, really hot foods. So whenever I'd eat like soup or something, and it had to be like lukewarm. So some of the foods that I ate was lots of oatmeal. Lots and lots and lots of oatmeal. Yes, I went through like 4 boxes already of oatmeal. And then mashed potatoes, but make sure you swallow it up good. Oh, and no gravy, because some gravy has sausage in it, and that's not good for your throat either, because it's like kind of spicy, and plus you can't like chew it up good. And I drank water, but mostly the whole first week after the surgery, I slept. I slept and slept and slept. I started going out of my house probably around like a week and a half. Yeah, let's say that, a week and a half. But I will definitely say that I definitely was a baby. I was a cry baby. I loved all the attention that my family was giving me. But I am very grateful that I had a wonderful aunt to take care of me through this time. And I know she wasn't feeling good at some times, but I'm grateful that she was, here to help me with that. And thank you, Aunt Wendy. Love you. um, but all I'm gonna say is that you shouldn't you should really rest and not do any really that much physical activity until at least 2 weeks. Oh, and my doctor said that my throat will not be absolutely completely like 100% cleared from everything until a year, but like a month after my surgery I should be able to do normal things. But he still said when that year mark hits that everything should be absolutely cleared and everything. But you ain't gotta wait a year and all that crap. Just a month should be about the right time. But my experience with the tonsillectomy, it was pretty bad. I don't want to scare any of y'all. Y'all just, have to just expect the worst, but hope for the best, I mean, that's all you can do. But, if y'all are going through a tonsillectomy soon, I hope that everything goes good for y'all, and I hope that, you take some of the information that I have given you in the previous 2 other videos, and also take this video and just have a calming feeling and a relaxed feeling over all the information that I've given you. But thanks once again, everyone, for watching my videos and supporting me in this YouTube. I'm new, but I'm trying to get, you know, all the stuff I'm trying to get all the stuff done that needs to get done. I have like 3 other videos that I'm fixing to make, but I'm actually feeling better now that I can actually talk. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. For about like 2 weeks then, I talked like this. Like I talked, my throat was swollen, so I could like barely talk. I talked like a baby. Yeah, baby talk. Gaga. But so yeah, that's that. I just hope everyone enjoys this video. Oh, and comment below if you like my new background setting. My light isn't working. Hold on. Okay, so I hope everyone likes this background setting. This setting also changes to gold, but for right now I like the red setting, so I'm probably going to keep it there. Oh, and I posted all on my social media that I recently dyed my hair again. I don't know if you can tell. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any suggestions or any other things you would like to know about the surgery or anything, comment below and I will answer your questions. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day and a happy new year.